quickly just about the overall series predictions and how many games do you think it's going to go? So, Panos, let's start off with you.
I'm going to say it's going to go 7 games because it's the NBA. They want their money. And
I like that. Yep.
7 games. I don't think the Warriors will be undefeated at home because it's the finals. I don't think they'll hold on to that undefeated home record. You want me to make my pick right now? Is that I can do it? Not yet.
See, of course, a Laker fan doesn't listen to the questions, so
I'm exactly
I
because
said,
I
said, what was your prediction for the series?
I don't
how
like
many
this
games?
because it's like the Lakers' worst matchup. Like it's like a Lakers fan. I don't want to see the Warriors and the Celtics in the finals. So I'm gonna say Warriors in 7.
Wrong bet. You should have said Lakers in 4.
I should have said
Lakers
no
in
one wins
3.
explosion. Boom.
All right, let me cut off Vonik first, real quick, because I got receipts, and we all know who are you? Okay, fine. Who are you rooting for? Not that was your.
I don't want to root for any of them, but if it's a player, I'm rooting for Tatum.
Okay, so no, but who are you rooting for? Let's look at this. You have your analysis, nice cap on backwards. You said you think the Warriors are gonna win in 7, but who do you want? So you want the Celtics to win?
I don't want anyone to win. I like out of all the players there, I like Tatum.
That's not the question. So who do you want to win?
I don't want any of them to win.
No, but you say Tatum, so you were picking.
Well, I like Tatum because Kobe Bryant is like.
He's a disciple.
What?
He's a disciple.
Yeah. So, you saw that report where he texts Kobe Bryant's phone and says, I think he said, "I got you," or something like that before Game 7. So I like Tatum. And he was wearing the number 24 armband, the elbow pad too.
Dude, that text message thing was fake. There was no history of messages. It was just one message. It's not even Kobe's number. Like, who cares that he likes Kobe? Hitler liked Beethoven. What does that mean?
Right. You don't know what it's like to have one of the top 10 best players in the world on your team.
Yes, I do. Anywho, Jimmy Butler. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm just giving Panos a hard time because I
originally said the Celtics were going to win, and I wanted to see the Celtics win. That's why.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, did you hear what a Laker fan said? I know he's retracting right now on air, but going into this, he was saying, I want the Warriors to lose and I want the Celtics to win. And I said, you are actually, as a Laker fan, going to root for – you don't like the Warriors that much or the fans that much that you're willing to root for the Celtics. And he said he wasn't like wholeheartedly like, yes. Like I could see that he was having somewhat of difficulty like doing that as a Lakers fan, but he was still going to objectively root for the Celtics to win to get their 18th ring. Like that's freaking blasphemy, Panos. Like literally, if I was a fellow Laker fan, I would slap you. I would get your Mickey Mouse ears that you got from Disneyland this weekend, and I would freaking slap you with both of those ears, and then I would choke you with a churro that you had. If I was a Lakers fan, like that's like me rooting for like as a Niner fan rooting for the Seahawks to win in the Super Bowl, right? Like never, like or the Cowboys. That's like me as a Miami Heat fan that we've not had a rivalry with this team in many, many years. And if the New York Knicks were in the finals, it doesn't matter if they're like to get 10 championships. We both have 10 or 9, and this would be their 10th. It doesn't matter. Just in general, if the Knicks make it to the finals, I'm not rooting for them ever, no matter who they play, except for the Lakers. If they play the Lakers,
only team except for the Knicks.
I'm just saying,
Smith.
The only freaking team if the Knicks played against the Lakers, I would root for the Knicks, right? Any other team, I would never root for the Knicks because we had a rivalry, and it was just, and it's not even the same. You
said you'd root for the Knicks if they played against the Lakers?
In the finals, I hate the Lakers so much more than I hate the Knicks. But like I'm saying, in Miami Heat's culture, right? Like in the history of Miami Heat, that was like one of our rivals, right? The Spurs became a semi-rival. The Dallas Mavericks became like a rival. The Celtics became kind of like a rival. Those are the teams I will generally not root for. But you have such a ingrained history with the Boston Celtics that like it's insane.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything there since Kobe left.
You guys played like 10 years ago in the finals. Like you played like 2 finals.
We played in 2010.
That's like 12 years ago. I'm talking about shit about the New York Knicks.
I know,
and
but
played
like
in 1998.
the Lakers have been so bad those past 10 years. That LeBron thing and the AD thing was a one-time thing. They're not going to win anything else. That's it.
Explain yourself. Keep going. Why would you ever, as a Laker fan, ever entertain the idea?
I can't like players on different teams.
Fuck no. Okay,
You're telling me I'm not allowed to like Tatum?
no, you're not. Because do I like DK Metcalf? On paper, sure. That guy's cool. I hit him on fantasy ones. He's
No, you
freaking
can't.
buff.
You can't
That
say
guy,
like that.
that guy freaking eats Skittles and Starburst for breakfast. Like, are you kidding me? That guy is like a freak of nature. But like, am I gonna like DK Metcalf in real life, Neil Joshi? Hell no.
You're telling me I can't like Giannis. I can't like Luka. I can't like players on different teams.
Yeah, of course you can. But as a Laker fan, you can't.
Did you like
a
Jordan?
Boston guy? Yes, that was my first favorite team.
No,
player.
it's not. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
What's the same thing?
I can't like players on other teams. You can't like players on other teams, past or present. You're not allowed to like Jordan in the past. Go back in time and erase that.
No. You can like players, but you can't like a player on the team.
I can't. So yeah, I like Tatum.
No, you see a guy in green. You're supposed to freaking hate him. I see a guy in yellow.
By the way, I did see a lot of like Celtic colors at Disney Memorial Weekend. I was kind of shocked.
Who cares? You are not allowed to root for someone wearing green. I don't care if it's.
Well, guess what? I'm rooting for Tatum
because he likes Kobe. Okay.
I'm changing my predictions then just to piss you off. Celtics in 7.
It's not even me. It should be the freaking Laker universe. The fact that a faker
Celtics
fan is
in
rooting
7. Tatum MVP.
Does anybody want to back me up on talking panels? Is so nice and sweet. It hurts. I just wish I could punch him in the face, but I can't. He's so sweet. What are your guys' thoughts? Is that blasphemy? Like, how the hell can
other
you?
People's predictions.
I'm sorry. I just had to bring this up, baby. Like, this is just unacceptable, my friend. You can't. Fonny, thoughts on panels? How is he a freaking crazy person?
I'm choosing peace today. I know. There's players on other teams that I like too, especially for the Rockets right now when we're not even in playoff contention. So I love basketball enough that I'm paying attention to every team, and I get league pass and I watch whatever the best game is that night. And there's definitely players in the league that I like watching that are not on the Rockets. So
all right, Switzerland. That's not the question. It's not a team. It's a rivalry. The Miami Heat doesn't have like that definitive of a history and rivalry with a specific team. So I keep going back to like the most recent history as a Niner fan and the Seahawks, right? So I keep referencing that. Like, will you ever root for Vonnie? Let me ask you this: are you a fan of anybody on the Seahawks? And would you ever root for the Seahawks?
So I hated the Seahawks so much that when Richard Sherman came to the Niners, I still hated him, and I still hate him because he's like a sheep. He's a sheep in wolf's clothing, man.
Hey, can we go?
That's Panos right there for you, baby. Let's go.
Basketball predictions and not the NFL, please.
No, I'm just saying I can't like come up with that like a good enough analogy when it comes to the Heat because I don't have a 50-year freaking history like you freaking guys do.
Because they were never that great.
Neil, go ahead real quick. What do you think? You think Panos is crazy? Well,
Panos must really hate the Warriors. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if that's making you root for the Celtics, you must really hate the Warriors. Rooting for a rival is tough to do, bro. I'll say that much.
That kind of rivalry.
That's hard to defend yourself on, but you must really hate the Warriors.
Bada bing, bada boom. You don't have to change your thing. You can still say Warriors in 7. I'm talking about who you want to win. Who you said you wanted to win, not
your skin.
Yeah, right. Look at this Laker fan. It's gonna be fun talking about the Fakers this off season. You are Voldemort over here.